Today, we are going to take a closer look at one of the most unique and fascinating military aircraft ever created, the AV-8B Harrier II. This aircraft is famous worldwide not only because of its combat history, but also because of its remarkable ability to take off and land vertically. Unlike most jets that require long runways, the Harrier can hover, rise straight up, and land on small areas like a helicopter. This feature alone has given it a legendary status in aviation history. The AV-8B Harrier II was developed primarily for the United States Marine Corps in collaboration with British Aerospace and McDonnell Douglas. It was introduced in the 1980s as an upgrade to the earlier Harrier models. The Harrier was originally a British invention, but the Americans saw its potential and worked together to build an improved version with better avionics, a stronger airframe, and more powerful engines. The result was the AV-8B Harrier II, a jet that became one of the most recognizable symbols of marine aviation. What makes the AV-8B Harrier so special is its VTOL capability, which stands for vertical and short takeoff and landing. This means it can operate from small aircraft carriers, forward operating bases, or even improvised landing zones close to the battlefield. The Harrier's engine, the Rolls-Royce Pegasus, is a masterpiece of engineering. It directs thrust through 4 swiveling nozzles, allowing the pilot to point the jet's power downward for vertical lift or backward for forward flight. This ability gave the Marines flexibility that no other fixed-wing aircraft could provide at the time. In terms of design, the AV-8B has a distinctive look with its high-mounted wings, large air intakes, and single-seat cockpit. It is not the fastest fighter jet out there, with a top speed of around 1,065 km per hour, just under the speed of sound. However, speed was never its main purpose. The Harrier was built to support ground troops, deliver precision strikes, and operate in environments where traditional jets could not. When it comes to firepower, the AV-8B Harrier II is well equipped. It can carry a wide range of weapons, from air-to-air missiles like the AIM-9 Sidewinder to air-to-ground munitions including laser-guided bombs, rockets, and cluster munitions. It is also armed with a GAU-12 equalizer, a 25mm rotary cannon mounted under the fuselage in a gun pod. This makes the Harrier not just versatile, but also deadly in close support missions. The Harrier has seen action in many conflicts, including the Gulf War, the Iraq War, and operations in Afghanistan. During these missions, it proved its value by flying from amphibious assault ships and delivering close air support directly where Marines needed it. Its ability to take off from small decks and land vertically made it extremely effective in naval operations. Despite its advantages, the Harrier was also a challenging aircraft to fly. Pilots required intense training to master its unique flight characteristics. The transition from hover to forward flight and back again demanded precision and quick reactions. Many pilots described flying the Harrier as both exhilarating and unforgiving. If you made mistakes during hover, there was very little margin for error. The cost of the AV-8B Harrier II is another interesting aspect. When it was first developed, each unit was estimated to cost around $24 to $30 million depending on the configuration and year of production. However, with upgrades, maintenance, and operational costs, the lifetime expense of each Harrier is far higher. Today, if one were available on the market, the price could be valued at approximately $30 million to $40 million per jet, though this depends heavily on condition and included upgrades. This places the Harrier in a price range similar to other advanced fighters of its era, but what you really pay for is that unique vertical takeoff ability that no other jet at the time could match. As time moved forward, newer aircraft such as the F-35B Lightning II began to replace the Harrier. The F-35B also offers vertical takeoff and landing capability but with far more advanced technology, stealth design, and modern avionics. Nevertheless, the Harrier remains iconic and respected. Many aviation enthusiasts and military historians still admire it as a pioneer of engineering. Even though the AV-8B is being phased out, its legacy will always be remembered. It proved that a jet fighter did not need a long runway to be effective. It brought flexibility to naval and ground operations in a way no other plane could at the time. For decades, it served as the backbone of the Marine Corps aviation and showed the world that innovation could change the rules of combat. And that brings us to the end of our journey into the story of the AV-8B Harrier II. It is not just an aircraft, It is a symbol of ingenuity, versatility, and determination. With a price tag that reflects its uniqueness, the Harrier continues to stand as one of the most fascinating jets in aviation history. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Future Speed Hub for more stories about the fastest, most advanced, and most incredible machines ever built. See you in the next video.